Tonight's tactical enhancement is Monsuta. Tonight we're playing Warhammer, the old world, 2,000 points. And this time Sean has taken up the challenge of fighting against my army with my own army. He's got my Wood Elves this time. Now talk me through what you got in that bloody list of yours.
Okay, so we have the Lord on the Dragon.
Yeah, 500 and something points worth.
No, 499 points.
499,
So kept it
alright.
below the 25%. So he's got Talisman of Protection.
You don't need to these days, but that's alright.
But I've done it. It's
Yeah.
Annoyance of Netlings, Befuddlement of Mischiefs, an aspect of Cat, and he's got a great weapon. So
Yeah, aspect of cat gives you rerolls to hit when you charge, right?
no, when you are fighting in a
combat.
challenge.
Oh, in a challenge, right.
So
He's looking for a challenge, righto.
yeah.
What else you got?
We got a Spellweaver with the Ruby Ring, and he's level 4, and he's got the War of the Wilds, and I've rolled up some half decent, a few shooting
Oh, he's
skills.
rolled up some fucking horrific crap that I don't want to be in the receiving end, frankly.
Well, so yeah, true.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Alright.
2 units of Waste Stalkers, champions, go
So-
on with Arcane Bodkins.
So two characters, Waste Stalkers. Now, because he's doing what Sean always does, which is to take my army and then field things that they're actually not, and just ignore what's actually in my army, we're using some old school metal way watchers to represent the Waste Stalkers. So it's not really my army. Anyway, so he's got 2 of them.
And then we've got 15 Glade Guard.
There they are.
They have, they can shoot, they don't suffer from anything. Ignore cover. Ignore any cover modifiers.
Hang on. How's that?
It's a banner.
Oh, you got a banner that means you ignore
Yeah,
cover.
and they've got Arcane Bodkins. So the Banner of Midsummer's Eve gives you ignores cover.
Is that in the standard Wood Elf book, or is that?
Right?
Oh, I'll have to look that up later. So, because I
Anyway.
don't have the journal, I think I may have to get the journal from my
I can
Woodies.
lend it to you.
I'll buy the thing.
Yeah. We've got Eternal Guard 20.
Yep,
with
there they
drill.
are. Yep.
They've got shields, drill, veterans, so they can reroll terror tests if they fail a terror test.
Yes,
And
I
the
might
Banner
need
of
one
the
later.
Wild Hunt, which gives them +1 combat, and they get to reroll pursuit rolls.
Yeah, very good.
That's as if they get into combat and win.
Well, I don't have a lot of shooting, so the prospects are actually pretty decent.
Deepwood Scouts, these are just basic.
5 scouts. These are the Glade Guard that decided to run off with the out of formation.
Yeah, and they just got Asari bows and King Bodkins. I've got then basically 2 units of 9 Wave Watchers with King Bodkins and a champion.
Yeah, so because I don't have 2 units of 18 Way Watchers,
2 units of 9.
2 units of 9, that's 18 of the bastards, which is about a third of my fucking infantry you've taken today. I'm just using regular
Yeah.
Glade Guard. So it's sort of my army, 50% my army, 50% not, using a book that I don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah, typical.
Are you complaining? You wanna? I'm not gonna. I don't. Yeah, it's and then a Great Eagle. You don't
there
have
it
a
is.
lot of choice. I want to make a army that's not just purely shooting.
Yeah. I mean, I got this army under 7th edition, and I was just starting to figure it out. Then 8th edition came along. So the army's kind of geared up for 8th edition. I mean, notwithstanding that some of my collection I've only got because my wife bought me those and I figured I better paint them. So,
It's
what do you think of this as 2,000 points worth of gear?
It's a good starter army, actually. I think if you were going to want an army with minimal models, it's really good because everything is so expensive.
Well, I think you get 20 of them in one box. So
I mean, you could spend. I'm almost tempted to go out
that's probably 1 box's worth.
and get a couple of boxes of stuff, and I can run a Wood Elf. All I need is a dragon.
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
I'm not a fan of dragons, but this army,
It
kinda
needs it. I fielded
Yeah.
it without a dragon in a 1,500 point game recently, and it was so shit I abandoned filming because the other guy took 2 flying ridden big monsters. It's like
Game over.
it was horrid. He's a nice guy. That was Doug. He's a nice guy, but fucking hell, that was painful. Anyway,
Let's take something evil. All right.
against that, I'm taking Chaos Warriors because I'm quite enjoying playing him. I've got the boss and a Manticore with a bit of stuff to keep him alive. He weighs in a bit under 400 points, I think. Let's see. I brought a giant. I brought one I haven't fielded before, so that'll be fun. Let's see. A unit of 10 and a unit of 9 more orders because I ran out of points at that point. They're only there for arrow fodder. I don't even know why I've got command stands on them. Oh, that's right, because I'm fighting these fuckers and I might actually win a fight. Then we've got 2 units of Marauder Cav, full command. I think I've got throwing axes on them because apparently that's the thing to do.
Well, they can march and shoot.
I think they can march and hock an axe.
Yeah.
And then we've got 2 units of 15 of the Chaos Warriors. I was going to put and a character in each. I was going to put them in blocks of 4x4, but it looked funny on the movement tray, so I might play around with that. I'm using my backup army standard bearer. He's the one who's not quite as fancy. He doesn't have a chariot. And I've got a level 3 mage. He should compete with your level 4 adequately. And he's got a couple of nasty spells. And then we've got 2 units of Chaos Knights who are tooled up with the usual toys, nothing unusual. And I had to strip this army back quite a way because I was hoping I was going to get a 2,500 point game, but for some reason we're at 2k. Yeah, because you don't like using Wood Elves, so you've taken less of them.
No.
On that note, we should...
6 and 7.
Oh, for fuck off. My son's doing that.
6 and 7.
Yeah. Alright, on that note, we'll do some deployment and then we'll check in after that. Right, deployment is complete. They didn't put a lot down. This lot went down first. Then the Eagle and a few scouts there. That unit of 15 is stretched out a little bit more, and there's a mage in the front. That'll be annoying. And a dragon. Then I deployed, and I put, we deployed bit by bit, but I put my massive infantry in the middle, using the arrow fodder as arrow fodder. Knights on their flank, knights over here. I put these behind the trees here because I figured I'd have some drama with these chaps, and I figured they'll probably end up in the trees. In fact, the only reason they're here is to stop this fucking lot from ending up in here, which would be very annoying. Right, otherwise, I put the giant all the way over here and the manticore because I need to start manoeuvring. Otherwise, I'm just running right up the guts into a bunch of arrows, which, I'm not too scared of them, but it'd be a bit annoying. And of course, the mage would cause some trouble. And I need my manticore rider to be somewhere near the dragon to give him a run for his money. Otherwise, sure, I could go for those chaps, but they're not worth the trouble compared to what that dragon can do to my line if it runs into it. Although I could have some fun with that too. Anyway, on that note, that's pretty much deployment. Now, these guys, of course, are all the Way Watchers, so there's 18 fucking Way Watchers.
20, because they've got 2 champions in there.
Yeah, well, those are actually hero level characters, so that'll be interesting. So on that note, I think technically I finished deploying first, because you don't count scouts for that. So 4 and 3. All right, lovely. I get the first turn. That's what I need. And guess what? We're coming right for them.
No, really? I would never have thought. Come closer, my precious.
We'll check in at the end of Chaos turn 1. End of Chaos turn 1. We moved these guys and then we did the movement spell to get them to march again. That's why they're so far ahead of the line. And I've got them coming toward these chaps. Put some pressure on them. These guys just marched once. Moved these guys at the double straight forwards. Moved the manticore so he's over there so he can intercept the dragon and these guys without getting shot by these guys. And the giant, I don't know what to do with him because if I stick him in front of the archery he'll just die. And he has 6 to win will kill him. So he's way out there trying to figure out what the fuck his job is. Which is probably probably a familiar experience for him, I would think. He doesn't look like the smartest pencil in the pack. Over here, I shuffled these guys behind the trees in order to keep them in reserve, because if I move them out here, they will go in one turn of shooting. Well, potentially. I mean, it's luck of the draw. If I'm shooting, I'll kill one. If Sean's shooting, or indeed anyone who's shooting at me, we'll kill all of them.
I'll kill 2.
I don't know, but I don't want to squander them just yet. I've got to do some mucking about with these fuckers first. We'll see what happens with these guys. Their job is to soak up shots. We're just making him shoot now, and we'll see what happens. That's about it, though. I don't have any shooting in this army, and my reserves are not on yet.
Yeah.
So, on that note, over to Sean and Wood Elves for turn 1. End of Wood Elf turn 1, and my ablative infantry are doing their job. This slot cast some magic vortex or magic missile that came with the template at least, and did a whole lot of shooting and picked off 6 out of the 10 guys out here. And then over here, this slot hocked a whole bunch of arrows and bumped off 7 out of the 9 that I had here. So they're not looking too flash either. These guys only passed their morale because the general was just within 18, which I'd like to say was on purpose, but it was mostly pure chance. And these guys passed their leadership only because I put a champion in there without even realising that that gives you leadership 7 instead of 6, which I'll now be remembering because that's pretty damn important. Otherwise, well, I do have a reroll because they're Chaos Undivided, that's one of the buffs. Now, these guys came running forward. They just stood around and shot. I think the dragon may have shuffled back a bit in order to create some drama. What else happened? These guys came running up. Well, they got fire and flee. It's going to cause me some real trouble in a minute. Oh, and he popped an eagle there in order to give these guys some things to think about. On that note, that's about it. Oh, and there's a vortex there I've got to look out for. It's going to move around randomly in a little while.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it. So at this juncture, I think we'll just go straight into Chaos, turn 2. End of turn 2, Chaos Warriors. So we advanced, mainly. We move these guys off to move right up to these guys, so if they don't kill them, they can charge them next turn, which would be hilarious. I moved these guys through the woods because I didn't really know what I was doing. But then I realised I hadn't rolled for these guys, so we rolled them up. They both turned up. So I brought them on point blank to this lot. Their prospects for living are not great, but they're actually almost as ablative as the infantry screen. So we'll see if Sean pulls all his shooting into killing off these knights and polishing off these guys, then these chaps will be okay. Yeah, it gives the Wood Elves a target-rich environment. So you're going to have to think about what they're going to do. Now, his eagle was here, so instead of running up to it, I just moved a standard move, and then I tried to do a fireball, a pillar of fire on these guys, but I failed the roll. These chaps, I decided to move up toward these guys, because running into that's just stupid. I did move these guys off separately as a screen. Then we got the spell for movement, Arcane Urgency, so these guys moved up again, so they're actually quite close to these guys, so Sean's got to think about how he's going to do the fight. There's a few tricky things he can do. Maybe. But suffice to say, we're closing in. Over here, I can't just do a straight down the barrel attack because he's got so much powerful shit there that these guys will get shredded and will end up losing the end brawl. But by having them here, it means that Sean's got to think about what he does with this lot, because they're a threat. They fuck the dynamic around a little bit. So on that note, we did throw our throwing axes, but we didn't hit a fucking thing.
Long range, skirmishing, in cover.
Yeah, all that
blah,
stuff.
yada,
Yeah.
yada.
The odds are not great, but they're not really there to kill by throwing. They're there to try and box in the Wood Elves, because that's the way you do it. I want to move these guys up behind.
For nothing and your cheeks for free. Yeah.
Quite. On that note, I think it's time for another beer, and we'll move over to Wood Elf turn 2. End of Wood Elf turn 2, and they are proceeding to be little assholes. Let's see.
Two assholes.
This guy came flying out, parked himself in the trees in order to make a nuisance of himself. We'll have to deal with him in a minute. These guys moved back 2.5 inches. And Sean always gives me shit when I back up with my spear units against things that are more powerful.
I moved forward 15 inches at the very beginning.
Only to turn around and start going, "Ooh, we're not sure about that."
You've got an extra move up on me. I have to make space.
Over here, he moved the birdie up in front of these guys, so I'm going to have to charge the bird. He's got fuck all chance of getting away, but yeah, okay. It's sacrificial 60-point birdie. Then the magic and shooting started. With the magic, he actually got a thing onto this and bumped off 2. In the shooting, he bumped off the last 2 chaps, 4 chaps, whatever it was I had in the unit of ablative marauders there. He ignored these guys. He actually moved across in order to avoid getting beaten up too much by the marauder cav, then shot the bejesus out of the marauder cav, bumped 3 off of this unit of 5 and 4 off of that unit of 5.
And that's not with a full
No.
loadout either.
And look, they're arcane bodkins, so they're just ignoring armor, and they hit on a 2 or a 3 if they move. And he's got a lot of them, so it is actually quite dangerous over here.
And ignore cover.
They ignore cover, yeah, because they're the. I was wondering how effective these guys would be, and it seems that when they're running around in forests, they do what you would hope Wood Elves would do in a forest, as compared to the average regular scout that doesn't ignore cover and is therefore very, very shit,
Very
even in the forest.
160 points for 9.
Yeah,
With
they
a,
are.
oh, I've got a champion in there. I keep.
He's not even a champion. He's a hero.
No, I actually do have a champion in those, which I forgot.
All right.
I forgot about.
So he's doing a very cunning avoidance game, which is what I'm actually planning to do against Andrew in my next game against his Empire.
Some food for thought.
Yeah, there is. I'm not sure if I want to tweak the list and take these things though.
Oh, you do. You do. You want to take those
'Cause I've got a fuckload of
against humans. You'd be shooting the organ gun at you and like you need 8s to hit me. What?
Oh, well, there's that. No, I'm taking scouts in the woods though.
Oh, you heal.
Shitloads of scouts in the woods.
No. Just take the Way Watchers and just like then pick out the champions and like kill them.
Well, that'd be pretty rude. At any rate, that's the state of play. I've got myself in a bit of a snookered situation over here because I needed to redeploy in order to deal with the weight over here. Because going up the guts into that looked suicidal. And I'm actually starting to question my wisdom. It may have been better just to run straight up at them. Because these guys are going to be hard to catch. Now that they're evading my marauders or killing my marauders. So anyway, we'll go into Chaos turn 3 and I'll see if I can actually trap some of these little fuckers. End of Chaos turn 3 is a bit of a mixed turn. The first thing we did was move up. I actually reformed these guys so that they can deal with the dragon if it crashes into them. These guys moved up, and I did try the movement spell to move them even closer, but it didn't work. Neither did my attempt to cast the Pillar of Fire. I did open enough space to march these guys through, and I marched them right up behind these guys. Over here, I did a big move with this guy up behind this unit, and I marched the giant out as far as it could go, which gives these guys a target-rich environment. In all likelihood, they'll bump off one of these guys, but the other one will get him in a fight. That's the plan. We will see how it goes. In the shit fight over here, right, so these guys, the first thing I did was charge these guys and one other marauder from the other unit into these chaps. Now the single guy from the other unit was so close that he couldn't stand and shoot, which locked him into combat, which meant that my other 2 chaps here, the other 2 marauders, could charge in without getting shot. Sean challenged out the marauder champion from the other unit and killed him because I rolled 3 misses to hit. These guys bumped off 3, including with the horse, and then managed to survive the pushback. So we actually won by 2 and we pushed him back a little bit. Then I realised that I'd been silly when how I moved these guys and hadn't thought through the length of the turn, so I put them in the way of these guys, which is dumb. It's going to ruin their next turn. And what I should have done was move them up in the hope that this fight would still be going. then I'd be able to charge them in next turn. But as it is, I've snookered myself a little bit, which is just lack of foresight. Really, I wasn't thinking it through. Now, these guys were back here at the time. They were fighting a birdie. I actually thought the birdie would run away, and I'd just end up galloping up a little bit. I hadn't thought that Sean would stand at a fight, which he did, and then I did an overrun. So I actually thought I'd be so far back at the end of this move, I wouldn't be able to make a charge on those guys next turn. So there's an exercise in thinking through contingencies and giving yourself better options. So that's about it. So they're going to shoot the hell out of me next turn. This is going to be the last turn of really devastating shot.
Is it?
Well, maybe, before I hopefully get in a fight. In fact, you know what? The likelihood of them being in a fight next turn is about 50-50 at best. He'll probably try and avoid. Anyway, we're going to keep trying to kill shit. And on that note, we'll check in at the end of Wood Elves turn 3. Wood Elf turn 3. Now, this lot ran over here, I shot at them, bumped off 2. Not as much as the craziness we saw against the Marauders, of course, but it's still enough to hurt and cause a panic test. The fight over here, I bumped off 2 of them, he bumped off 1 of mine, without number, so that's a tie. This lot charged into these guys. Now, this lot moved slightly and did a reform, but you can still shoot if you do that, because it was all in the course of 1 move, and they hocked a bunch of magic as well. And they knocked 4 of the 6 wounds off of this monster. It was pretty rough. So he's in for a bad day in the fight. He did survive though. There's something about how vulnerable these guys are. And in a slightly larger game, I would have given him a bigger ward, a 4+ ward instead of a 5. That said, I didn't pass a single ward save. Saved a couple of armor saves, but not a single ward save.
1 armor save.
Yeah. So, yeah, could have been better, could have been worse. It was like 5 saves I think I made all up there. Tried to make. On ward, so that was pretty shit. But he's still there, so that's okay. Over here in the fight, so Sean did something that's worth paying attention to. He got the dragon and a unit in. Great, that's the combo you want to make. Then he issued a challenge from this unit of spearmen, and because the charger gets to issue a challenge first, that meant I couldn't issue a challenge against this dragon and challenge him out the way you normally do. So I took the challenge on my army standard bearer and
You didn't kill it.
I didn't kill it.
Because I rolled a 6.
Yeah, that's right.
Bastard.
Because I've not tooled up my characters. I haven't given them extra stuff.
But you have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about Chaos Warriors is they come with quite a good amount of stuff in the first place, and the sheer volume of miniatures I've got on the table is because I've not given a lot of gear to my characters. So we killed a few of them. The dragon actually didn't roll that well.
No, I rolled shit. I rolled nothing but 1s. I think I did 2 wounds out of all the everything. No, I didn't.
And show us the dice that you're using.
What?
The cunt dice.
The cunt dice. Yeah, they're all double cunt.
He rolled a double cunt. Yeah,
and a bunch of 1s prior to that.
See, these are the dice. You would have seen them in previous videos.
Yes.
The word cunt was coming up rather a lot.
Yes, and I see it rather a lot too.
Because, if he killed just 1 more, that unit would not be in close order, would not have a rank, so it would have lost by an extra 2.
I think you rolled 3. You rolled 3. You rolled so low.
Yeah, I did roll quite low.
And you would have lost by 5. You still would have made it.
Yeah. But I had a reroll that I didn't use anyway.
I was hoping to do something like 7 or 8 wounds to you.
Yeah,
just smash
You could have knocked the entire extra rank
happened.
off. So the dice were a bit more forgiving there than they have been in other places. And I think you had to go in the front with these guys because I wasn't presenting my flank to anything or doing any premature charges.
Premature charges.
Well, we don't want to be premature with our thrusts.
Yes.
So, and you know what? If I'd not snafu'd over here, I could get the cavalry in the flank there and fuck them right up. But no, I balls that up a turn earlier. So that's about it, really. Oh, yeah, that's right. And they reduced the toughness on this guy, so that's part of the reason why I was doing...
Strength.
Reduce the strength, yeah. So it's going to be a nuisance when I charge.
Oh, not really.
I'll be killing them on 3s instead of 2s.
I'll just challenge you out.
I'm sure you'll try.
I will.
On that note, I'm actually wondering whether that's really the fight I want to have, because I'm a long way away for that guy charging in. But I think I do need to. I think I need to have the fight anyway.
Probably.
I think I need to have the fight.
Jesus.
Within 12, that's what matters.
It's
probably need a 5.
You need a 5.
Yeah. All right. He's got a 2 and 3 chance of getting in. But you know what? That's for next turn. So we will check in at the end of Chaos, turn 4. End of Chaos, turn 4, and might I say it was a very Wood Elf experience. Some things went well, some things went badly for both of us. Let's see, in order. We charged this guy into the Way Watchers that were here. They shot one on the way in. In the melee, they actually managed to kill one. But we, with the 5 attacks that we got on the way in, we got 5 kills. So that was enough to make them do a morale test, and they ran. They went 11 inches and went right off the edge of the table. And this guy chased them off the table just for good measure. He's not going to do anything else useful this game. And it might be good for him to not be anywhere nearby these guys. I'll explain them in a minute. This lot charged into... Well, okay, I did a double charge. I declared a charge against these guys into this unit. And these guys... That would make them a viable charge for them to charge the Way Watchers. I made both charges. That's the best bit of the turn, really. And these guys just polished off the Way Watchers. It was nasty. Well, actually, a few of them... The only guy that survived was the champion, the hero guy, and he had a wound. He fled, and we chased him down with this guy.
Yeah.
So that's a great relief. These guys barreled into here. A big fight ensued. We won by 1 in the grand mix. Helped a lot by the dragon... Whiffing. He rolled... it killed a couple of guys, but it rolled 1 for its stomp attacks, and even though it got the guy, it wasn't enough. In the fight here, we had all sorts of weird shit going on.
Hammerhand saved your ass.
Hammerhand worked, yep.
And you also your Manticore over here.
Now, the Manticore situation was hilarious. We charged this and the Giant at these guys, and you'll notice they're now a long way away.
Because we fled.
They fled. They rolled 11, and there's no army standard bearer in this army.
No. Which is probably a good thing. You would have just smashed me anyway.
Well, maybe.
I'm in a better position, I think, now.
Well, quite possibly. So they ran off, but they ran through my units, and they lost half their number running through my units, so it wasn't a total loss for me. The Manticore that's went barreled on into these guys instead. And my great big walloping hero in his first outing doing all his big meanie stuff missed completely with all 4 of his attacks.
5
of his attacks.
He missed 3 and then he rolled double 1.
Double 1 to wound, yeah.
Oh,
it was utterly crap. Then the Manticore did pretty shit. I think he only got like 1 on the stomp.
Killed 1. In my dice rolls.
And I used his healing potion and I got a total of 1 out of the D3, so that was crap.
Because I can get points if I get you down enough.
Well, I'm actually not even so worried about that. I need him to do some fucking fighting. Otherwise, I'll lose the game. So he's not doing great. And of course, this guy went charging off, and I didn't roll enough anyway. I rolled a 3 and a 4, so I wouldn't have got into the melee. So
and the challenge in here with the battle standard bearer is still going pretty poorly.
Yeah. So I've got a hero level character with 3 attacks against us, and chaos armor, all that shit, against a rank and file guy, and I've not managed to kill him. I wounded him once, and you made the 6+ save.
Yeah. And other than that, you haven't.
And you've not done anything to my guy either.
No.
So it's. Nobody's impressing anybody. There's a reason he's an aspiring champion, and we don't let him in a chariot.
Oh, Jesus.
But I tell you what, it took a lot of work to corner all those archers, and they did a lot of damage, but when I got them, fucking hell, I got them.
You did get them. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 300 points for the archers.
Yeah. Oh, and the characters.
Plus the characters.
It's about 500 points all up.
It's about 500 points, yeah. That's the problem with the Wood Elves.
Yeah, when they go in a big pile of points. All right. On that note, I think we better move to turn 4 for the Woodies.
Yeah.
End of Wood Elf turn 4. Interesting. These guys, they failed the Warcry rally, but then they passed the normal rally. And they directed a whole fuck ton of shooting and magic and other whoop-de-doo at this unit and reduced it from 5 knights to 1. That was a really, really full-on bit of fighting, that was. All Alright, what else happened? In the fight, the dragon bumped off the remains of one of my warrior units.
He was very, very hungry.
Yeah.
He should have done it two turns ago.
And
let's be
then,
honest.
well, true. And then Sean tried to reform him on the spot, and I think his belly was full. As we know,
He's already 11.
this dragon's not very compliant when his belly is full. The other unit, I think we lost like one casualty out of this unit. Oh, and my standard barrier finally bumped off the champion.
Yeah, after 3 rounds.
Took him a fucking go to get his eye in.
Yeah.
We won by quite a lot, but then he rolled 4 for morale, so then he only got pushed back 2, and I'm thinking, thank God it's my turn next.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd probably have a dragon in my flank. Over here, this guy finally got his shit together and beat up the remaining 4 scouts. I'm thinking, he's not doing the most impressive job, this guy, apart from scaring people. And with that, I think that's about everything. So we're now into turn
5
for Chaos Warriors, and it's a bit of a funny one because I don't really have anything that can get to these guys, and what units I do have that could get there in a reasonable time frame will get the shit shot out of them on the way in. So I have to think about what to do with my guys. End of turn 5 Chaos Warriors. Okay, so this guy came back on, but we've hidden him because they'll just pick him off with ease. Similarly, that guy's over there, so he doesn't get picked off with ease. These guys moved up and have stayed on the other side of the forest, because at the moment I'm doing quite well points-wise, but if one of them gets bumped off in the same way that those knights were mauled by these guys, that would just swing the points hilariously. Now this knight charged into the remains of the Eternal Guard, and these guys, well, actually most of them didn't even get to fight because Hammerhand finished them off. They killed one in reply.
Hammerhand did probably 10 or so.
Yeah. I rolled Snake Eyes for a number of attacks.
You rolled some shitty ones too. But.
Yeah. Last turn Hammerhand was crap. This turn made up for it with gusto. Then I've I've reformed on the spot, redressed the ranks, and given myself a smaller frontage and turned it in place, all in order to try and avoid getting charged by that fucking thing in this turn. So we'll see what Sean does. I'm actually not sure what he's going to do. But I'm sure it's going to involve a lot of getting the shit shot out of me. Or charged, depending on how well I manoeuvred.
Well, I probably can't charge you.
Well, we'll suss it out, and we'll check in at the end of Wood Elf turn 5. Right, so, turn 5 Wood Elves. He didn't charge. What he did was do some poison breath, which, aside from being vaguely offensive, didn't kill anything. This lot, however, this fucking mage, rolled up a storm. He got every spell off. I didn't dispel any of them.
You rolled equal to twice.
Equal to twice. The shooting didn't achieve much, but between the spells, he blasted a rank off of these guys.
I killed 3 shooting. That was pretty good.
What, really?
Yeah, I killed 3. I killed 3.
Oh, well, either way, you killed, what, 6 guys?
Ooh.
6 guys? I don't know, something of that. Now, you killed a fucking lot. And blasted the horsey.
You had, and killed the horsey.
That was fucking ridiculous.
I killed 6,
Yeah. So, a very good round for the Wood Elves, apart from that thing not getting any 6s when it's its breath.
Wasn't expecting
So,
it.
I mean, I could charge this thing, but I think that would be suicide for this little unit, right? In fact, I can't even charge it because the goddamn standard bearer's in the way. So now, somehow, I've got to play Chaos Warriors doing avoidance against Wood Elves.
Oh. He was giving me shit for running away.
I'd like to fight him.
That's a bad idea.
Not going to happen.
That'd be a bad idea.
Well, actually, it wouldn't be a bad idea. But the problem is, you wouldn't go in for the charge because I challenge you out the champion, and you'd shoot the fuck out of him all over again. I've got to make that a bit harder for you.
So you can either try and avoid me and get the shit shot out of you, or
Well, I can't charge you. There's no legal charge to do.
no. Well, you can charge the Val standard bearer.
Well, I could get the standard the mage to charge in and try and kill you with Hammerhand, but somehow I don't think the odds are favourable.
I don't think you're allowed to charge out of the unit anymore.
Can't you? No, I think you can. Just the rest of the unit can't charge anything else. It can't march. It just moves off normally.
Okay.
Or
Yeah,
maybe
that's
maybe,
right.
maybe the 8th
It
edition.
might be that. Yeah.
There's nothing stopping a heroic guy from going, oh, fucking have him.
And then dying, and then killing the unit anyway.
Yeah, that's usually what happens.
Yeah.
Alright. Fuck.
Well,
I'm going to think about what to do, but either way, we'll check in at the end of Chaos turn 6. End of turn 6 for both Chaos Warriors and Wood Elves, because the Chaos Warrior move was so quick it wasn't worth filming independently. We moved as fast as we could. We passed our test to March to get out of the charge arc of where this dragon was before. Sean griped and griped and griped.
Why?
Why
did I gripe? Because I thought you moved more than 6 inches.
No, he doesn't trust me when it comes down to my manoeuvring, even though I'm really careful about it. Because it's just not fair, damn it. And I don't think he would have charged anyway, because
Why?
Because I would have challenged the fucker out, and you wouldn't have been able to shoot them.
But
So
you've missed something. You know what I would have done? I would charge you with the bowman.
Charge with the bowman?
Cast the -2 strength on you.
You're miles away.
Charge in the flank. No, if you just stayed there.
Oh, if I just stayed there.
If you stayed there. Charge
Anyway.
in the flank. Challenge to accept the challenge, and then the dragon goes in and clean you up.
I wouldn't have stayed in the same position anyway. I would have manoeuvred differently. So I wouldn't have sit there like a dumb fuck. I would have had to change some things up. But
You didn't get Arcane Urgency off either.
no, that's the other thing. I was going to try and use Arcane Urgency to move even further, but I did kind of snooker myself by putting my standard bearer directly in front of them again, which was not smart. That said, I don't think I would have got out of the woods. And there's a banner on these chaps, which means that they ignore cover when they shoot.
Cover. Yep.
And it's devastating.
It's good.
I think you found the magic source, the ability to ignore cover while shooting all over the place. We manoeuvred out of charge arc. So this guy did his breath weapon. He killed 3.
That was fluky.
The shooting killed, I don't know, 1 or 2.
You had 8 guys there. We killed 6 basically.
Yeah.
And you got lucky because you stopped the ruby ring.
Yep, that's the only thing I stopped. Everything else got through.
Except
for the last thing you tried to cast. You got snake eyes and you blew up 2 of your guys.
The Ring of Ethel, the Fury of and roll a 10 to...
and actually wounded yourself too.
Yeah.
I don't know if that counts for any points, but it's
If
hilarious.
I'd taken another wound, yes.
Yeah. But, either way, I'm very happy he did that to himself, because he fucking deserves it, because that prick there pretty much is probably the most dangerous guy in the game, actually. He did a lot of damage.
He did a lot of damage, yes.
Yeah, he rolled up a storm for about 2 turns running and just ripped my guys to shreds for quite a while.
Oh, well, you moved them. I didn't know you were taking battle magic, and your movement moved over there and got...
But battle magic works particularly well for these guys because the mages are good in a fight, so hammer hands is a good option.
Yeah, that was my mistake. I didn't deploy properly, and that's probably my biggest mistake.
We'll tally up some points, and then we'll have a chat about what we did and didn't do well, because I've never fought my own Wood Elf army before, or Sean Woodies. One thing to bear in mind is I still have this unit just below 25%, so we'll work out some points and check in after that. Alright, so we've done the math, and the Chaos Warriors gave up 885 points. And how much did you lose out of that?
I lost 1195.
Right. So, by some fucking miracle, I've actually had a win against Sean. That's rare. I would like that to happen more often, frankly.
Fine.
And some interesting things happened in this game. So, what have we learned?
He who runs away wins.
Yeah, he who runs away lives longest, that's for sure.
And he ran away a lot.
Well, only a little bit. I preserved this guy by running, and I preserved that guy by running, and I preserved this guy by running.
Did I get the points right?
Although it might have been better if...
Dead.
Oh, here we go.
You got 1,023 points.
Okay, I still win, but I'll have a look at that later. Don't worry about it.
It's 1,025.
Either way.
That's
so, if you just blown up 1 or 2 or more of your own guys, I could have counted them as 25%.
Well, if you just, had you
Shoulda, woulda, coulda as a side.
Had you not dispelled the Ruby Ring of Ruin, I suspect I would have had a full unit there.
Well,
and that would have...
That's on the back of another turn where you rolled extraordinarily well.
No, I killed only 6 guys.
Yeah, take some work.
6 and 7s.
Oh, fuck off.
6 and 7s.
What are you, 8?
6 and 7s.
We're clearly mature age gamers here.
I have no idea. Yeah, very mature, not.
Alright, so
the giant did nothing.
No, I sent him on a flank run, and I was going to try and combo charge him with this guy.
Would it not been better to charge him down the guts?
No, because you would have shot the shit out of me, he'd just disappear.
But that it would have been me not shooting him, not shooting something else.
Well, yeah, but the thing you would have not been shooting is the unit of 10 Marauders. They don't really do very much. They're ablative. I'm actually starting to wonder why the hell I put Standard Bearers in those units. That's probably a waste of points. I mean, I need the leadership for maybe even the musician, but the Standard Bearers don't achieve much.
So the musician gives you +1, and the character gives the champion gives you +1.
But the standard doesn't give you anything.
So you got leadership 8 to sort of maneuver around. The standard is points though. If I head on.
Yeah. Better for me not to put a standard in there unless I'm expecting them to get in a fight, but I was actually expecting them to die from getting shot at, which is, I have to say, getting my Marauders killed by your arrows works extremely well. So they screened me good and proper over there for quite a while. Briefly over here.
I have to roll 5s and 6s to wound you. This is the thing with the...
Marauders you need 3s, but they still got armour. So you need your bodkins.
Not against me. Not with the Arcane Bodkins.
Yeah, that's true. But it means you got to pay bodkins. You got to pay the extra 2 points for bodkins in order for that make that happen. So it swings and roundabouts.
But I've only taken how many guys? I've only taken 35 archers with Arcane. So it's 70 points, which is pretty minimal, and it's worked. I think it's
how many archers?
35 archers.
35. Oh yeah, okay.
So it's not many. It's the army's tiny. I mean, there's many points.
It is minute. Well, in McCorder it's there, and that grizzly bastard there, who earned his points, he's a lot of points as well. He's going to be, 250 or something?
Yeah, so I've actually out-killed you. You do realise that?
In terms of number of dead guys?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, but half of them are Marauders.
Doesn't matter, we still out-killed. We've killed...
We don't care about the Marauders.
We killed nearly 30 Marauders, minus 1 coward.
Their job is to die.
Your Chaos Knights are diminished down to 1 out of 10.
Well, yeah, you did a pretty good job on them.
1 Chaos Warrior left. 1 Chaos Warrior out of 30.
Yeah, you did kill a lot of guys.
And I think Chaos has not done well today.
Well, look, I'm taking an army I'm still new with, trying to figure out how to deal with some tactics that I've not seen used before. And you know what? I got the bastards, but fuck, it was expensive.
Yeah, it was touch and go.
I might rejig my army that I'm taking at Sandra a little bit, because I'm taking a lot of scouts in woods.
Take away watches, and take the banner.
Yeah, I think the banner is going to be the interest. Well, but I don't have any big units. I'm doing an MSU.
Yeah, it's a tough army to use. It's the first time I've used Wood Elves.
Yeah, I mean they're hard to use well because normally you beat me by some measure, and I actually, even though it's not a huge victory, I did actually get you, which is significant.
10. Yeah, but I haven't played this list before, and I made mistakes. I split my forces again, which is what I tell you off for all the time. But I thought
it is, but at the same time, the reason I split my forces when I'm using woodies is because you don't want to get boxed in. Because when I finally did manage to box you in, everything died.
Yeah, but this is the thing: is I wasn't too worried because I had the dragon. What else? I should use the dragon as a backup. So yeah, you come in, and you go, yeah, okay, but I'm going to screw you up with the Eternal Guard, and the dragon goes in, and it's like splat.
You know, another thing that got me is kind of hilarious is you're always telling me that I should be more aggressive with the dragon, but you held back for 2 turns.
I had to. I can't.
You didn't want to fight him.
No, I didn't mind fighting him. It was more of a threat at this point. Then what you did was the Arcane Urgency screwed me up, and I wasn't.
Yeah.
I didn't know what spells he had. I should have paid more attention. And then it was a matter of the forest actually got in the way. It was. Yeah, I know what I'd do next time. I'd probably concentrate a bit more. And concentrating's fine. Moving up the Eternal Guard, I was going to try and get past you actually.
Oh yeah, that's the sort of thing you do.
But the arcane urgency stuffed me around when you came straight up in my face. And then I was like, that was a mistake. And then I didn't have the dragon to threaten you because you'd come across and put the forest in between, and I couldn't do anything. And then I had this over here, and I had this to worry about. So it was like...
So they were valuable more for the threat they posed than the actual damage they did.
Then I failed a march test over here, and I couldn't get away from your Chaos Knights, which was extraordinary. It was very annoying, and I thought, I've got about 50-50 here. I might shoot you, I might not. I had to kill you all, I think, to win the combat, and you just got in with enough guys. You were down to 2 guys that got into combat.
Yeah, your shooting was erratic, but when it worked, it's absolutely devastating.
It's the thing is, with Arcane Bodkins, is with a Ballistic Skill 5, you hit most of the time. It's the wounding, and when you wound, if you can, If I had my dragon in a better spot, and the archers with the wizard could have been...
Dragons do... I mean, in some ways they're a nasty, almost cheaty thing to have, but on the other hand, to make them really effective,
That's hard.
Yeah, it always takes me at least 2 turns to get into the right position to be devastating when I bang in and not just fuck something up. And the last time I used these guys against you, I did alright, but what I was trying to do didn't work, and therefore the dragon was nowhere near as effective as it could have been.
Yeah, you hung back quite a lot. I mean, I like using the dragon and just plonking out, but you ran away from me, and this is the problem. Run away.
I found that with melee units, with melee armies, you've really got to pick your fights with manoeuvre. And my manoeuvre was actually pretty mediocre for most of the game. It wasn't until I got up close I started doing it properly.
No, your arcane urgency early on was good.
Well, it saved my ass in some ways, but
no, that was good manoeuvring. You got it off. I think you only got it off the once. Was it only once you got it off?
Quite possibly. No, twice, because I got it off once on each unit. So that got my other melee unit in position to charge in time to save the day over there.
That's what stuffed up. And I didn't break you when I charged you with the dragon.
And we always make that mistake because we're so used to breaking units when we charge them, but it's actually rare to break a unit when you charge it, even with a lot of stuff. I think you did the right thing with challenging out with with your rank and file, so that I couldn't challenge your dragon. That was very effective. What can I say? It's the right way to do it, and that, I think, at the end of the day, was the difference between winning and losing some of those rounds of combat, and I think it was the difference between destroying that unit and not destroying it.
Yeah, we got that unit. Almost, like I said, you're down. Yeah, you're going to have to go back to the Chaos Waste and hire a few more.
Well, yeah, okay, I've lost a lot of guys, but you know what? I've got character, giant, and a manticore, so...
That's all your points, and you've got... You've counted less than 25%.
Yeah, I did all that.
Yeah.
So you've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys in tights left in your ranking file.
I've got 2 magic heroes.
Yeah, well, I got 3 heroes and a giant, so you know.
It's
in terms of head count, it's suspiciously similar.
You both have 7 models left on the table. 7, and I would have had more if I hadn't magically blown myself up.
That's right. He deserved that last turn of the game.
That was funny.
I
could have.
I think a casualty pile like this is a successful game of Warhammer. I mean, for small armies,
that's actually been a really good game. Actually, it was tough.
Yeah. There are certainly things I could have done better.
No, I like playing with the Wood Elves. Like I said, as a starter army.
It's cheap to get a small Wood Elf army started.
You just get a dragon, which is probably your biggest expensive stuff, and then you buy.
One box of Eternal Guard will probably give you 20.
I wouldn't buy any Eternal Guard. I'm sorry, I don't think it's.
Look, to be honest with you, I don't think they're that effective, but they're the only rank and file unit we get.
I know.
Unless you want to do Treekin, which is, you know...
Well, I like Treekin. I'm a bit of a Treekin person. I gave my models away. I had some metal Treekin. I don't know where the hell they are. Did I give them to Emilio? or somebody?
Doubt it. I don't. It doesn't ring a bell. But then again, we've been at this for years, so who knows? Well, anyway, this is a great game, partly because I won and partly because I learnt a lot of things without losing.
It's a good game, actually.
It was fun, and this poor bastard didn't even get to fight. And this shiny new toy killed a grand total of 5 guys. I suppose I could claim, some dead guys from here because I made them run through dangerous terrain and enemy troops and die. But he got a grand total of what, 65 points?
Who?
My general. Not for a lack of trying.
Yes, 65 points. He gets points for hiding behind the building for 3 turns.
Well,
And
that was the
giants.
right thing to do in front of this fucking shit show. That was fucking horrific.
Well, I took how many wounds? I took 4 wounds off him out of 8. With the and the lore of Ethel, the Fury of Cain does 2 wounds.
Yeah, you got 1 go at him
And did 4
and
wounds.
did
off
4
him.
wounds off of him.
And
That was horrid. And he's got a 5+ ward and 3+ armor, so fucking hell.
Yeah, that could have killed the giant.
Yeah, giants. I find giants are too easy to kill from shooting, and I know this because I've killed a lot of them from shooting.
I like my giants. Once they get into combat, they're just
Once you get them in
wreck.
combat, but
Absolutely.
they're nasty in combat. But I had to get him in there. It's always the challenge. You have these big scary things, but they got to get into melee.
I'm going to take two giants to the Christmas thing.
Oh, when we do our big game.
Well, are we doing one a big game? Are we?
Yeah, I've got to work out the details. We're going to do a big game of 8,000 points or something.
Okay, and then we're doing, Mark Heffman's doing on the 21st. He's doing a Sunday before Christmas. He's doing a big tournament.
Oh, nice.
About 20 people.
That tournament, yeah.
So I'm going to take 2 giants, awkward goblin.
Oh yeah. So the odd couple, mama and papa.
Yeah, let's take the mama.
Ugg boots and frying pan. Yeah, they're classics.
So I'll take those and it's.
Yeah. Well, look.
I like them.
I'm sure we've learned some other things, but I don't know what they are. It's late, and
Is it?
I have no idea what fucking time it is.
Jesus.
What time is it?
It's 12:15.
Oh, that's actually not too bad.
It is actually not
For
too
6
bad.
turns of Warhammer, that's pretty good. So, anyway, at this point, we'll stop our waffling. I'll say thanks for watching. Please hit like, subscribe, and look, the algorithm's been changed a little bit on YouTube. So do try and spread the word, because it's honed in really for refine they're using AI to refine the whole fucking thing, so they can track your movements really precisely, so they can get a really refined version of who's watching what. And a lot of people skip through these things just to see what happens from turn to turn rather than listening to us talk shit. But what that means is that the videos get distributed less. So help out the hobbyists who are here for shits and giggles instead of clickbait making money. Tell your friends, forward it around, all that crap. But for now, it is time to call it a night.